So do we play?
How long will it take?
He stood outside a solid wooden gate in a high-walled town. He noticed that he was dressed in t-shirt, shorts, thongs.
Yo blood.
Smaug was dressed in full battle gear. Hep noticed a button on the gate that read start. Smaug started to reach for the button in his panic. Hep covered the button with his hand.
Hold the bus, partner. What's the game?
Usual stuff. We go and kick the baddies and mech pufters' asses.
For a start, when we get in there all I seem to have is my dick in my hand.
That's the spirit. How far can you piss, bro? How's you aim with that thing down there? No little medical problems I needs to know about as you cover my back? By the way, how big is it?
Any chance of a real weapon?
No man, you got no credits. With no creds, you get to hold your dick.
What's the point of me even playing?
Point of order, man. You get creds in the game.
I give up. How do I get cred in the game?
Whatever floats your boat, bro. Just need to ask the font of all wisdom. And this stage is one sniper, 20 mech grunts. As a heads up, when we get going, dive to your right. There is a small crate by a wall with a visual display that shows where the pufters are in this level. We just have to go through the ground play area to the next clearing after the back gate to the town.
So do I get points for killing mechs?
G was bozo, of course. Then you can buy things from some shifty looking cats hanging in some of the alleys.
How many lives do I get?
What God gave you, man? 1. Bit of a stupid question. Can we go already?
How many points for a kill?
Flurgle my blurter, man. 1 for a kill. The real smart plot is not to kill them. Just make sure they have no arms or legs left. You then get 10 points if you moan a grunt, 50 points for a full-blown, cheeks held open moan on a sniper. Try to avoid getting shot in the ass in the process. Got it?
It occurred to Hep that he was still no wiser about the value of creds. To purchase what weapons, what the rational objective of the game was. As Hep did a diving roll to the right, towards the small crate he had spotted, he heard bullets smack into the wall behind him and the gate. He rolled neatly, collecting the crate, and dived behind a low mud wall for shelter, smashing the crate on the wall. He was about to put on the vision set when he glanced over to where the dragon should be. The dragon lay on the dirt some 6 meters from the gate, which had closed. A large portion of the dragon's head had been blown off and green syrup was oozing out, adding to the pool of green dragon blood that was soaking away into the yellow dirt. It occurred to Hep that as he had one life, was that one virtual life? Would he be alive to play and start another game, or would he really die here?
Shit.
He spotted some nylon string behind him on the wall and some metal Rio wire sticking out of the wall. He pulled out the wire and made it into a 3-pronged hook shape, tied the rope to it, and decided to use the visual set to check what the enemy was doing. A red spot. The sniper was stationary in the town clock tower about 800 meters away, but the mech grunts were now working their way towards him. About 150 meters to go for them as they closed in. Hep tossed the roped hook over Smaug's body. The grapple hooked a loop on the body armor and Smaug was hauled in. Hep's hand showed beyond the wall. A bullet whistled past and grazed Hep's hand. The blood was real. The pain was real. Screw this, thought Hep. He quickly dragged in the body, while trying to get a fix on where the enemy was now. He grabbed the magnetic electric inertia ball-bearing impulse rifle, fully charged and with over 2 kilos of thousands of small ball bearings. A burst of the ball bearings would still be traveling at 3 times the speed of sound when they slammed into the clock tower, but the sniper was bloody good. He moved back along the wall to let off a burst. Perhaps he would have 1 second to jump up fire and get back down. Any slower and he would be shot by the sniper. He checked the visual display, triangulated and visualized what he would see when he stood. The position of the sniper had not changed. Checked the display again. All good. Eyes closed. Slow deep breaths slowed his heart rate as he prepared for the effort. Stand, fire, and down. A bullet whistled through the airspace he was standing in. 800 high-velocity ball bearings with fearsome kinetic energy had slammed into the tower. The red light had gone from the display. The robot grunts were now 80 meters away, casually jogging in his direction, without any attempt at self-preservation. Stuff this, thought Hep. He turned the weapon on the gate, shot an exit hole as he ran to the game exit. When he stood and turned to look back, the gate had morphed solid and closed. He sat on the dirt. He had noticed that a gold 1 was on the inside of his left wrist and a blue 0 on his right. As his heart rate stopped racing, he felt a tingle on his right wrist. The 0 had changed to 1 MJ. An hour had passed and he had 2 MJ on his right wrist when Smaug strolled up. Hep was not inclined to say anything that Smaug did not know. If the dragon had not seen him rob weapons from Smaug's dead body, etc., why say anything?
What a buzz!
I could have died in there. Are you out of your mind?
That scum Rasso the sniper just hates me. There was no chance he would shoot at you. Come on, would you shoot some hippie in short thongs with his dick in his hand or me dressed like this? A military mind manages the possible, the probable by massaging the enemy's beliefs. I would have shot you first, or why the hell would you be with the dragon if you were not important? I left little scope for ambiguities in his little mind. Was a lay-down Miserere. And Hellboy, you got some creds for Rasso. Look at the other goodies you got, plus 2 MJs. Ready to go back kick the second Poofter's ass?
Hell no. Answers or send me home.
Now what you talking about, Willis?
The pain was real when I got shot.
Yep.
Will I really die if I die in the game?
Plenty more of you tatties to play with where you come from. Ears. Remember when you threw a stone at that little sparrow? Well, the stone was bigger than you thought, and you hit it fair and square. Little bugger keeled over, but was not really that hurt. It would have recovered and flown away, but there you were all guilty like. You picked it up to console it and make it comfortable until it recovered, and bugger me, it died in your hand. Died of fright. Long story short, should I call you partner? Oh yes, where was I? If your grab of perceptions is stronger than your hold on reality, you will die. You lot breed like the proverbial. You just keep coming if you get my drift. Making more and more tatties.
The dragon was doing pelvic thrusts.
But I have decided to revise the rules for a while. Pain stays, but actual death removed for you in the early stage. I do intend to let the scum we are against die. I captured them for the game when they were on the net and jacked them into the game.
Think I would prefer a game of Monopoly, Ludo, or Snake's Ladders. I imagine it is impossible to beat you at chess.
This game is far less painful, man. The street games in Monopoly, the size of the bloody snakes. Have you ever fallen off a ladder when a snake bites you, ass?
Can I sit for a while, just calm down?
Fair dose.
What's an MJ?
Multi-jump. Look, there you are in dull blue. A circle with a little arrow pointing at my full on jazzy natty green circle. My arrow is pointing at you. That shows which way each is facing. AMJ is a multi-jump. Look, where you are at is start point A. In this stage, you jump to point B for as long as you wish by pre-select time, then on to point C, and you have used up 1 MJ cred. So, let's go.